Hi, everyone. I'm excited to let you know about something we practitioners at the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living are bringing to our community. It is called Midweek Inspiration, and it will be a 45-minute pick-me-up on the first and third Wednesdays of the month on Zoom. We will have meditation, a short talk based on the book Living the Science of Mind, a brief Q&A session, and then before closing our time together, the practitioner will do affirmative prayer for those that would like it.
Hi, midweek inspiration for me is a time for connection and a time for me to explore highest good.
Midweek meditation for me is I have more understanding of living the science of mind.
What the midweek inspiration means for me is inspiration. It's an opportunity to get together with like-minded people who have a goal of feeling and creating wholeness for themselves in every area of their life and also extending out to others.
For me, the midweek inspiration is a chance to connect to other like-minded people. And it's also just a wonderful reminder of the truth of who I am and what we all are. And I'm just so thankful and grateful for it.
All I have to say is set your clock so you know what time it is in the midweek inspiration, because it was wonderful. It was my second time here, and it's what I need to get me through that part of the day that's kind of quiet at night when I need some good spiritual advice.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's just settle in. Just settle into your seat. Soften your gaze. If you like, close your eyes. Begin to notice your body becoming relaxed. Feel your feet grounded on the floor. Notice where your legs are making contact with the surface of the seat, maybe the backs of your legs. Drawing your attention to your arms and hands, where they're resting. Maybe you're feeling the weight on your lap or perhaps your chair. Just notice that you're noticing. And let's just turn our attention to our breath. I'd like us to match the length of our in-breath with our out-breath. And I picture it like a continuous wave without any breaks in between. So if you would just release your breath now, and on the inhale, count silently to 6. And then exhale to 6. And inhale. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And now just allow your breath to settle back to normal, finding its own natural rhythm. Maybe actually just letting your body breathe itself. You know, being in this space can be a respite from some of the things going on in our lives. Sometimes it can feel as though we're pushing hard against something, or perhaps something feels like it's pushing us, making it difficult to have that breakthrough. But if we can broaden the lens of our experience, we may notice that the wall we are working to get through has some cracks in it, allowing light to come in. These are the places where we can focus our attention to widen these spaces. Kind of like a ping from spirit, this is the invitation to guide our next steps. It brings to mind a picture like a flower growing through the crack of a sidewalk, the will to live, to grow, to flourish. Each of us has that same ability. Just like this little flower, we follow the light. We're always emerging into our greater selves. These cracks are like roadways to our greater yet to be. In these places, we are beckoned to become. We are strong and resilient. As we break through these cracks, they widen and allow more light to shine. And this widening also makes room for more flowers to grow. I can't help but think how this can be a metaphor for our spiritual communities here. There is so much light and love, and thanks to all the seedlings that have pushed through the cracks, challenged themselves to grow and be vibrant, they're making room for others to do the same. It is truly a garden of loving souls. As we take an even broader view, we may notice where other cracks in our world exist. And each has the potential, with our intention and our attention, to allow more love and more light. Healing takes place more easily when the cracks are noticed and tended to. Take a moment to picture pouring your love into those spaces so they too can heal and flourish. Just breathe this in. The love that exists in this moment and the gratitude for all who have helped us grow. We are each connected to one another and are rooted in the love of Spirit. How sweet this is. So now just start to bring your attention back to the space. Become aware once again of your body and your seat. Maybe you want to kind of move your shoulders or kind of nod your head around a little and open your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back to all my flowers. Namaste.
Good morning. Wasn't she awesome? I don't want to disturb the moment.
face of God. It's my favorite one. I hold you in my heart. I love this. Thank you, David. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God. So if it's comfortable for you, just lower or close your eyes. And as I speak this affirmative prayer, please know that my words can be yours. I just go within to that space and that place. That's always available, always accessible. And recognizing and knowing that there is just one power, one presence, one divine energy, one love. This essence is in and through all and as all. And it expresses itself through each and every unique individual, myself included. And so I just claim for this morning, this beautiful Sunday morning, that this service and the service to follow is a divine idea in the mind of God. I am so grateful for the way in which these two congregations are joined together in love, in fellowship, in communion, in expressing and experiencing the divine and sharing the gifts with one another. I am knowing that Lisa's message to this morning's congregation is right on point, reminding us of our true selves, the way in which we can show up in the world and be the difference we've been seeking. I'm so grateful for the way in which Spirit's having fun through the music, the love, the laughter, the joy that is expressed each and every Sunday. And I'm so grateful for each and every volunteer who wants to experience that fun at a greater level. So for the good that is taking place during this service and beyond, for the love expressed and the joy shared, I just give great thanks. I know that the law is already activating and acting on my word right here and right now. And so I can just let it be and let Spirit have its way. So with full faith and confidence, I let go, I let God. And please join me in saying, so it is.
Thank you, Lauren. So thankful for you, Lauren, and your beautiful prayers and words. Sorry. We have fun up here. I don't know if you know that, but you can't see what's going on, can you? Because we have fun.
Ready? And
We do. I just need to we have a great time. Yeah. You know, you did it right away. Look at you. Yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Come on. See the light.
with us. God bless America and the rest of the world. Just turn to a neighbor and say good morning and welcome. Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Cheryl Bell, co-senior minister here with Reverend Staci Hylton, and today is a special day. It is. Welcome, welcome. I know, who's here for the first time that's not from Unity? All right, family. All right, I love that, I love that. Thank you all for being here. Did you have something to share? No? All right. Well, just, hey, you came. Let's have a party. Let's have fun. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
That's the kind of church I want to be a part of.
I know. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, literally, no matter where, you're welcomed here always. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. That's such a good feeling, isn't it? Isn't it the best feeling to know that you are welcome somewhere always? I can't say that for every place that I travel. I don't travel a lot of places, I'm making that up. I see it in everybody I meet, actually. This is what makes it lovely. This is what makes it family. If you know the words, please sing with me. When I wake up in the morning light and the sunshine hurts my eyes, something with our warm love is heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Come on. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be, it's gotta be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day. Oh yeah, ooh, yeah. Now listen, when the day that lies ahead of me, yeah, seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. So all I have to do is look around. Oh, just one look at you. I know, and I know it's gonna be, it's gotta be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Come on, David. Doesn't it make you feel good? Lovely day. That's why I married her. Lovely day. A lovely day. Lovely day. It's a lovely day, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, good morning again, everybody. We are in for a treat. We have this thing called a minister swap today. And it was Lisa Lee's brilliant idea. And so normally I guess I could have slept in or something, but that would be just too out of the ordinary for me. So anyway, I'm very blessed to be here and part of this great community that we have, both great communities. We're doing great work. Let me read Lisa's bio to you, just for us CSL folks that don't know Lisa as well as we should, really. So Lisa Lee has the heart of a spiritual pioneer. Inspired by the potential in collective wisdom to evolve humanity, she creates collaborative spiritual partnerships in sound healing, collective emergence partner practices, and intracultural diversity workshops. She is also the originator of the practice of soul journeying, spiritual transmissions in the form of guided meditations designed to create larger contexts of self-perception. Lisa is a co-steward of the We Wanting, an organization dedicated to the conscious awareness of interbeing. Her divine calling into leadership within the Unity movement includes becoming a licensed teacher and a certified spiritual educator. She is also the Southwest Regional Representative for Licensed Teachers and the spiritual leader of Unity of Las Vegas. So please help me welcome Lisa Lee.
Awesomeness. This is pretty amazing. So here we are doing Minister Swap Sunday. And it's one of those things that was inspired by this deep cosmic principle that's archetypical in the universe since before time. It's called fun. Don't you feel that about fun? Like fun is just, it's like, it doesn't need anything else. There's no other reasoning that, it needs. It's just self-sustaining. And that also is the foundation of our relationship with Staci and Cheryl. So I'm so very excited to be doing this. And because I had a few people ask me, why are we doing this? Of course, that's been kind of this question all along when we were moving here, like, why are we doing that? And I think part of the reason is because we're just not used to a new thought where we have communities that can do things together, where we have ministers that can actually do things together. And in Unity, we have this saying that, bringing new thought people together is like herding cats. I don't know if you have that in There is that kind of aspect of it. We've taken this individualized expression of the divine very seriously, And but there is this real experience on the planet right now that feels like love is really knocking on the door in a different way. Do you sense that? Yeah. Yes. That we are really being called forth to come together in creative and harmonious ways that are different from what we have done before. And so I feel so very blessed that even before we had this idea that the three of us had a very beautiful heart connection, which continues to be the foundation of how we're moving forward. And so Minister Swap Sunday, which I had anticipated turning into this real elegant title that never quite happened, but Minister Swaps one day is just another step forward in this collaboration. I can already feel the potency of what this is with all of you and looking out here at us. I say this to our community at Unity all the time, that this position of looking from here at you fills me with hope for the whole world. I mean, it's very much the sense that we are the ones we've been looking for. We're the perfect people to address everything that the world is needing moving forward: the creativity, the innovation, the love, the harmony. So that's why we're doing this strange and crazy thing. And then it was also fun to discover that CSL has themes for the month. And I think that's very cool. And this particular one, I think for today, is called Perfectly Imperfect. And when I said that, I said, yes, that really speaks to me. And the reason is because I consider myself a recovering perfectionist. And I am typically, those of you who are familiar, anyone familiar with the Enneagram? Heard of that? Well, I'm an Enneagram 9, but I have a really strong 1 wing. Any ones in here? Yay for the ones. So the 1 wing is that perfectionist, is that idea that there is clearly a right way and a wrong way to do things, and we're going to do this the right way, gosh. And so it's about crossing every T, it's about dotting every I, it's about adhering to the protocol. And so I came about that just naturally, not only in the Enneagram, but also the fact that I'm a Virgo. You've heard about Virgos in September, yay, Virgo power. That's one of those things we do well. We know how to be the perfectionist, right? And then the icing on the cake is I had a mother who was a first grade teacher. And so my homework had to go back and be the exemplary, perfect homework. I didn't know if you had such a parent. And so when we talk about this term of every I dotted, every T crossed, I actually found some of my notebooks of my handwriting from back then. When we say T's crossed, that it doesn't mean just any place. It has to be a certain proportion from the top and the bottom, you know. And I looked at every single T in my whole book looked like that. You know, it was really this incredible thing. And so I had grown up with this amazing value around that. And then, of course, when you become a parent, you know, in the early stages, of course, you want to repeat either subconsciously or unconsciously what your parents bring forward to you. You learn how to heal that and clean that up later. So I have my older children looking at the younger ones and say, how come we would never gotten away with that, you know, and this kind of thing, because you change your parenting. And one of the things that helped me to do that is I used to love to read stories to my children. And sometimes I would tell them orally, and sometimes I would actually read them. But I came across this story that was called Spider Woman's Gift, a Navajo story by Gerald Hausman. And so there's this story that is inspired by Navajo mythology and weaving traditions. So it takes place in a very special, famous place called Spider Rock in Canyon de Chelly, Arizona. So Spider Rock is this beautiful, it's a beautiful rock actually that stands about 750 feet tall, and it's really very significant as a landmark for the Navajo people. And so the Navajos are really famous for their weaving. They do this masterful job of weaving. And so the story takes place within that particular setting many, many years ago. And we find a young Navajo girl, Awi Dibe, was in a very excited conversation with her grandmother. And as I said, the Navajo people were very much into the weaving, and so she had been watching that and just waiting for when will be her turn to learn how to do this amazing art. And so she was just at this point of beginning to learn this beautiful tradition and these intricate patterns on the loom. And so her grandmother told her the story, the legend of Spider Woman, who was this wise deity who gives the people, the Navajo people, this beautiful gift of weaving. And she guides and inspires the weavers. So Awi Dibe seeks out Spider Woman's blessings to become a skilled weaver. And so she does. She begins to practice very diligently. She pours her heart and her soul into the weaving, creating beautiful designs that reflect her dreams and her spirit. And so one night she was weaving, and then she becomes so engrossed in her work that she hasn't noticed that it's gone into the wee hours of the morning, and she falls asleep at her loom. And in her dream, she encounters Spider Woman, who warns her that her spirit could be trapped in the weaving if she doesn't include an intentional imperfection known as the spirit's line, or the weaver's path into her work. And so this particular line always serves as an escape route for the weaver's spirit. So the girl awakens and she realizes the importance of Spider Woman's advice, and she includes in everything that she weaves this spirit line ensuring that her spirit can move freely in and out of her creation. And interestingly enough, this deliberate imperfection spiritual practice, it really continues today. It honors the tradition and the wisdom of the ancestors and the teachings. And so if you ever get a Navajo weaving rug, when you look very closely, you'll see that there's an imperfection somehow that's knitted in the seam of that. And so reading this story to the children, I mean, that for me was like, why would you do that? Why would you want to ruin a perfect rug? But it does have something to really say about that. Deliberate imperfection. So I think if you look at the slide here, you can actually see that line that goes up the center is not a mistake. It's something that they particularly love to do. It's called the Chihoniti and the spirit line. So it's designed to be something that really honors the fact that when we are in creative mode, we are in partnership with the universe. It's a messy process. I don't know if you've noticed that. And that if you want to be in the fullness of that spirit, that it is a way of really embracing the imperfections in life, all the things that happen that are not supposed to happen, the extra red lights as you're coming along, all the little detours, everything, all the cracks in the sidewalks, all of those little pieces are part of what we take on when we say we want to be co-creators in the universe. So along similar lines, I follow the work of Bayo Akomolafe, who is a philosopher, a poet, an activist known for his work in indigenous wisdom and decolonization and the intersections between spiritual and social change. And so he has this saying, he has many of them, but one of them is make room also for the spirits of the fault line. And so in saying that, he's really taking us to the point of taking a look at the fact that there is the greatest potency and potential for any given situation, not in the day-to-day status quo, but it lies on the path of the fault lines where there's these cracks in the sidewalk. And so those of us who understand geology, you know, of course, that there's a lot is happening in those fault lines, right? I mean, if there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of potential, there's things can happen there. There's a lot of unpredictability that can lead to sudden change or upheaval. And so this is really this invitation into the dynamic of that change. Fault lines also represent the disenfranchised in our culture, or the marginalized ways of thinking and values and groups of people who just don't fit into the mainstream of things. I have this book that is that talks about people that are on this edge, that of the creative edge. That talks about being just really weird. You know, blessed are the weird, it's called, and it's a really wonderful book about these people that don't think according to the normal ways of being. And so this is an invitation to really embrace that. So as we consider the future of the planet, we're being asked actually to look in those places for the life force and for the wisdom and for the love that were needed to go forward. And so herein lies what I call the arrow of evolution. So those who are in unity know that I love to talk about the arrow of evolution. And the arrow of evolution is the purposeful and directed progression of all life and the consciousness towards higher states of being, greater complexity, and spiritual enlightenment. It represents the inherent potential within the universe and all of its beings to unfold and to actualize their divine nature towards the realization of ultimate truth and harmony. Isn't that awesome? And so we can look at how the arrow of evolution has moved through epochs of time. So we can look back in the biblical times when we were told to be fruitful and multiply. So there was an epoch on the planet where that's what everyone was about, okay? We were really about survival. We were about getting to the age of procreation so that we can perpetuate our species. And that was what the arrow of evolution was doing. And then we began to see a shift where the arrow of evolution began to move from the outer to the inner, and we could feel that there was more happening in the mental realms. This was where the development was, in the spiritual realms, in our inner consciousness and awareness. And now if we look at the hour of evolution, we can say it is now looking at ways that we can come together. And often the way that you know one way doesn't work, it's time to move to the next epoch is the old way doesn't work. If you notice that very often we move into the new way on the heels of the shadow of the old way. And so we can watch how the hour of evolution is moving in those ways. And so we're really being invited to really find the hour of evolution right now, the wisdom that is there within these fault lines, within the cracks in the sidewalk, and along the path of deliberate imperfection. And so how in the world will we do this? So I have 3 things that I want to share with you in terms of taking a look at how we might begin to really look in an area that we normally don't look at. I think it's our natural tendency for our mind to follow the status quo, like once you get going in a certain way, you kind of go that way and you fall asleep in it. And so how do we begin to really change that and begin to change our inclination to look in these unusual places, to look where usually the eye does not go? So the first thing is to embrace the chaotic nature of the universe. Are you familiar with this word, chaotic? You can probably tell I love words. So chaotic is that great combination between chaos and order. And so what it really suggests as what looks like chaos to us is order to the universe. And so we begin to have different eyes when we begin to embrace this chaotic nature of the universe and understanding that the way the universe is working aligned with love may not necessarily be the same way that our mind and our intellect is working. So we take this large breath into this chaotic nature of the universe. The next thing is to befriend the great mystery. And here's one that the ego will say, it says absolutely not. There's nothing in there. If there is mystery, we have to make it known. I mean, that's the only point of mystery. And I remember hearing something that Neil deGrasse Tyson said many years ago. I really like him, by the way. He's kind of a really fun guy, your personal astrophysicist. And so he says what keeps him up at night as he begins to look out at the stars is this fear that what if we're just not smart enough? What if we're not smart enough to understand the universe? And this is a different invitation that says there's no way we can ever be smart enough. And it is by design. It's not about being smart. It's about really being with that mystery and allowing it to really be present in its own right. It has a gift for us. It's not about figuring out everything. It's really about surrendering into that large not knowing, or even the unknowable. I remember when I was working with the work of Jeff Carrera, where he invited this idea of the unknowable. I'm like, no, there can't be unknowableness in the universe. And so this is kind of a relaxing into that and allowing that, surrendering in and allowing that to have its way with us. And along with that comes trusting love. And that, I would say, is the embrace of all of that. And that's really allowing yourself to be transformed at death. Because, in these fault lines and these cracks, like we can die and be reborn there. And that's part of the whole point, actually. So allowing ourselves to be totally transformed in those places and to be reborn in what we would call the imperfect. So the arrow of evolution may not be pointing to the tried and true, it may be pointing elsewhere. And I like that word elsewhere, because when we are not sure exactly where the fault lines are that we're looking, we'll just know that, if we're looking at the tried and true, this is elsewhere. But I wanted to share with you that another thing that Bayo Akomolafe is really wonderful at. He had this opportunity to work for to be a professor on the faculty of a particular university. And he decided to turn that down because he really felt that his work was more along these lines of the disenfranchised, of the fault lines, of finding the new thought patterns, the new ways of expressing love. And so this was his response to that university. Libidinal flows in the world, urge me towards unprecedented ways of organizing and acting and thinking with the world. My place is in the elsewheres that have no name yet. I said, that was awesome. It's like it's a whole different level than just saying no, isn't it? And so I was really inspired by that, you know, and really kind of moved into this place that he's inviting us into of this elsewheres. And so I created a poem to go along with that. The elsewheres call us to be the living relationship between cosmic polarities, between mortality and immortality, between the possible and the impossible, between stasis and emergence, existing within a larger, more elegant embrace. This call is an invitation to meet the post-human of us, an appointment in some dimension of time and space yet to create itself. It is discovering the peace to be found within the leap off the precipice, and then the surprise of flying. It is the spirit of an explorer risking death in search of the earth's secrets, places yet to see a human face. It is the heart that knows the sweetness of life that can only be tasted after 1,000 heartbreaks, the capaciousness of soul. It is knowing the weight of one's own spiritual gravity in the world, honed through rugged 3D encounter. The kiss of heaven and earth is not gentle and soft. It is treading lightly in the realm of form, shape-shifting in the playfulness of solidity and fluidity, dying and being reborn in fullness and emptiness. It is gaining the trust of the manifest and the unmanifest to be their conscious conduit, their living portal. My page is here. I'm missing a page. It's perfectly imperfect, isn't it? That's awesome. Like the greatest fear of the presenter. So the elsewheres create in us a longing to hear their name, though spoken in a wordless language, some kind of inaudible faint whisper that dissolves in the wind again and again. Thank you. We're no longer afraid of the mystery and the unknown and the precipice. I'm going to invite us to go into meditation about the mystery. So I invite us to take some deep breaths and be very present here. Imagine that you are breathing in and out of your heart. Imagining that your heart itself is a respiratory organ. Feel as you are bringing your attention to this heart that all of the qualities of the heart are beginning to expand. Notice its softness, its warmth, its love, its enfolding nature. Allow that to expand within your physical being. Every crevice of your physical being is embraced in this heart breath. Allow it to move into your mind, into your belief structures, feeling those soften, feeling those expand in this heart breath. Allow it to move into your spiritual nature and breathing into this expanded part of yourself that is connected to all beings through time. And imagine in this heart breath that you are connected with the universal heart. And breathe inside of that largeness of being. This love that is the foundation of the universe. That has been the foundation of the universe before the beginning of time. And notice within this large embrace of heart that there is something about love that invites us to immerse ourselves in the mystery. Something about love that beckons us, telling us it's okay not to know. It's okay not to understand. There is something about love that is so large in this cosmic heart that it has us no matter what. So large that we can let go and be in the mystery with the divine. We can be with mystery, not to fix it or to change it, or to make it something that is known, but as a living, indispensable part of who we are. Take another deep breath, breathing that in. And on your next in-breath, breathe mystery into your mind. Mystery is a resting and a cleansing of the mind. Allow this deep rest to saturate your thoughts and beliefs. Notice a softening here, a relaxing, a falling away of old and outdated ways of thinking and believing, and a welcome quieting. There is nothing for the mind to do here. Sense it embracing this longed-for rest. On your next in-breath, I invite you to breathe mystery into your heart. In our hearts, mystery is a dear friend, a living, vital part of our beloved relationship with the divine. Rumi says, "My head is bursting with the joy of the unknown. My heart is expanding 1,000-fold. Every cell, taking wings, flies around the world, all seeking separately the many faces of my beloved." Breathe here as the heart rests in mystery. On your next in-breath, breathe the mystery into your belly. Through the belly, mystery is experienced through trust, with faith being the evidence of all that is unseen. Breathe inside of this groundedness. Receive this foundational holding of goodness and surrender into this container of loving presence. Unseen, yet living as evidence of the love that really exists in the world. On your next in-breath, become aware of the presence of mystery in this threefold nature of your wholeness: mind, heart, and belly. And bask in the lightness of being that is offered here. Bask in the fullness of love's nothingness. Say to yourself, "I delight within love's mystery." I delight within love's mystery. I invite you to breathe inside of any questions that may be present in your mind and your heart. Breathe in all of your questions about life, bringing your awareness to their open-ended nature, the places where they open themselves to possibility, the point at which their reach fades into the mystery. Now breathe your questions out into the cosmos. Let them befriend the stars and the moon. Let them fly faster than the speed of light into the arms of love's limitlessness. Breathe here. Breathe here. Take another deep breath and slowly bring yourself back to this time, this place, these beloveds that are on either side of you. Becoming aware of yourself sitting in your chair, your feet on the ground. When ready, you may open your eyes if they've been closed. Take one more deep breath in, sensing the sweet sufficiency of your own open heart that is now available to you. This is the way your heart has always longed to be, but this is the way it really is.
Oh my Lord. I mean, right? An incredible speaker and writer in the poem. No one would have known that you didn't have a page there, but you were keeping it real. I love when people keep it real. Wow, Lisa. Song by Daniel Maymod. When things go wrong, it's natural to wonder what celestial rule did I break? When things go right,
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Lisa. Absolutely. I'd like to ask the ushers to please come forward. Oh, this is our time for giving and receiving and practicing that thing called circulation. If you would please take your gift in your hand and say the affirmation on the screen with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Oh, and I'm just so grateful for each and every gift and each and every time, knowing that, as the song says, God knows. And so it is.
So it is.
Oh, please sing. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. That's all. And a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Yes, it is. My background singers, I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. That's all. And a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Come on, sing it. I know you want anything I want. It is mine. Perfect health. It is mine. Joy and peace. It is mine. Love, 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 love. It is mine. If it serves my highest good, I'm telling you that it is mine.
Okay, well, the announcements today are that the Men of Unity and the Men of CSL are meeting right after service in this room here because they are planning a picnic. Our picnic is going to be, the Unity picnic is going to be on the 17th of August, and we'll have more information as it comes up. So that will be really fun up at Lee Canyon, so it'll be nice and cool. Yeah. Practitioner Jamie Jetty is having her Reflection Cafe that meets on Mondays at 10 a.m. right here at the center. So it's just a unique, compassionate, and loving gathering here. And if you haven't joined before, it's never too late. So just come tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Practitioner Gary Alimo is having his Spiritual Living Circle this coming Saturday from 1 until 3, and it's virtually on Zoom. The cost is free, and you just need to sign up so he can know where you are, so you can join. And they're just discussing the whole idea of the Science of Mind magazine articles, and you'll get a free 6-month subscription when you join too. So that's a really good thing. The Healing Words Book Club is currently reading Living a Life That Matters by Holocaust survivor Ben Lesser. And the next meeting will be a week from Wednesday, July 31st at 5 p.m., a little different time, a little later. And the author will be joining us for this as well. And you can certainly pick up the books in the bookstore. They're just $20 and they're signed. And then we have an August 3rd open house on a Saturday from 10 to 1, right? We see we've got everything collecting. We're starting to collect everything for the kids, for the high school kids, the junior high and the elementary, all of them for S.A.F.E. across the parking lot here. So you can come to the open house. That would be wonderful. You could come and see all these little kids picking up all these wonderful things. We need more, so keep picking up more school supplies so that we can have this whole just filled with things for these kids because they really need it. And then if you're interested in volunteering, we need more volunteers. We need somebody for the bookstore, apparently, I think. And so just sign up back there on the happenings table if you'd like to be a volunteer. And our Love Supply and Pantry Freezer Full is still going on. So if you know anybody that's food insecure, let them know we've got food. And when you're shopping, just pick up some, non-perishable things so that we have that too. And for any prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7096. And of course, the bookstore is open today, and you want to check out our website, lasvegascsl.org, and check our happenings table for any other upcoming events. And remember to bring aluminum cans, empty aluminum cans, for our Kids for Camp for the winter program. And if you're having fun now, this is a time to stay. You want to stay here in this building, because we're going to have a wonderful Unity program coming up in another hour. So stick around for more. Okay? Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Kitty.
Stick around. I never saw me in that. I like it.
I would say call in the children, but I don't think they're here yet. And that's okay.
Let's call them in anyway.
I would like to ask our Ministry of Prayer team to please surround the room. And please don't leave with a heavy heart. These folks love to pray. Okay? They'll pray with you, pray for you. We also have a prayer request box in the grand hallway. And thank you all for being here. I would like to ask our guest speaker to give us a closing, not prayer, meditation. That was fun. Thank you.
I guess I had my gadget on. So I just invite us just to embrace this amazing energy that we have co-created together. This love, this healing energy, this abundant energy. Breathe it into your being. Be aware of all of us breathing this into our being. And I invite you to send that out into the planet. We are very much the people that we have been waiting for. We are very much the people, the perfect people, to bring exactly what is needed to the planet at this time. Breathe that out into Las Vegas, into our country, into our planet. See it wrapping itself around the world in abundance. For indeed, this is truly who we are, and so it is. Amen.
So it is. Yes, it's all right. Let's stand. Hi.
Let's stand and sing our peace song.
Yes.
I need a little louder.